Guys, thank you very much, as he does after every game. Drew Brees joins us. Just talk about this game compared to last week. Obviously a much more talented opponent, but you had a couple series out there. What was your reaction to those?
Yeah, didn't really get in much of a rhythm. You know, we were, I guess, three and out, which is not what we're looking for. But you know, felt like we were close on at least that second occasion when our defense got the turnover and we were down inside their territory. Ended up with a field goal. Wasn't able to convert the first down on what it was, 3rd and 7. So, you know, you're always working out the kinks in these preseason games. Obviously, you want to come out on every possession and move the football down the field, mix the run and the pass, look sharp, score points. We were not able to do that tonight with the first group, so got to continue to get better.
How hard is it, A, it's the Patriots, and B, you practice against these guys all week? I mean, does that play into this game at all?
Yeah. You know, I don't think you're playing against each other for long enough in the game for it to really make a huge difference. You know, I'd say that you know what we saw from them in practice was what we saw in the game, and I'm sure what they saw from us in practice is what they saw in the game. I guess you could say it works both ways, but I think the point of the practices is really, hey, break up the monotony camp, see a different personnel group, a different you know, scheme. And, you know, I think the tempo ends up kicking up a little bit just because it becomes competitive and, you know, you're out there obviously trying to prove something. So I've enjoyed the times that we've come up here 2 years ago to scrimmage against these guys, and then this year resulting in, you know, a preseason game at the end of it all. We just, you know, we got to continue to get better. You know, this is training camp still. You know, we come back this week, really the last week of training camp, so to speak, and then we play Jacksonville on Friday. So hopefully we can get a lot of good work done this week and then come out and play well on Friday.
You only had 2 series, but Chase Daniel seems like the more reps he gets, he's having a pretty good preseason. Just evaluate his play, watching him.
Yeah, I think Chase has done a great job, You know, it was unfortunate for him. He played so well, and then you get that tip pass that gets intercepted, especially after such a good drive. But I think he's made some plays with his feet, with his arm, just a combination of everything. I think he had that offensive group going with great tempo. Just all the little things that I guess, you know, a quarterback would notice and maybe not, you know, a fan. But just from that perspective, you know, I think he's done everything, you know, very, very well. And he's one of those guys that, man, every time he steps on the field, he's got something to prove. And he's competitive as they come. And so obviously when things don't go well, he gets, you know, upset and frustrated, but he's got a lot to be proud of from these last 2 games.
All right, since you didn't play that much, I just have a couple more quick questions. We have a picture of you pointing to Ted Williams, number 9, yesterday. You went to Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Why Ted Williams? And it was at your first trip to Fenway.
Yeah, well, Ted Williams, number 9, that's the reason I wear number 9. I was a huge baseball fan growing up. In fact, more of a baseball player than I was a football player. And my brother and I used to watch a VHS tape called The Golden Greats of Baseball every Sunday morning before church. And so I could rattle off every one of Ted Williams' you know, statistics. And I've, you know, read his autobiography, read you know, a lot of you know, things about him, and just kind of, I don't know, studied his life and his career. And you know, fighter pilot in 2 world wars, or World War II in the Korean War, excuse me. But I just I don't know. I've always admired Ted Williams from afar, and tried to model my swing after him from the left-hand side of the plate. And yeah, so that's why I wear the number 9. And it was cool to go to the Fenway yesterday. And there was about 20 of us that went. So we took the offensive line, you know, treated them to a game. It was a beautiful day. Ended up being a great game, even though the Rangers won 10-9. But anytime you can go to a baseball game, there's 19 runs scored. That's a pretty action-packed afternoon.
You always like offense. Last question. You're going to be a father for the 3rd time. I know you're glad to get home. It's been a good trip, but any day now, I guess, huh?
Yeah, any day. We're just kind of. I mean, I had the cell phone close by this whole trip. Had Brittany called and said, you know, the baby's coming, I would have jumped on a plane and flown back. But I'm glad we made it through, and you know, we'll see. But yeah, any day now.
Well, you're making me nervous. Get home.
Yeah, trust me, I'm getting on that plane.
Good to see you.
All right, man. You too.
All right, thanks for last.